A couple of years ago, I decided to redo a lot of Dutch Wonderland's landscaping, and I wanted to put some plantings up, some really fancy looking plantings. So rather than do them right there on top of the layout, I came up with the idea of making these little portable type plantings, basically flower beds and rock gardens. With trees and bushes and little shrubs, because Dutch Wonderland uses a lot of floor has a lot of floral areas, and so I did that. And then this past winter, when it came time to do the Christmas layout, I I did the same thing. I put some Christmas trees onto little movable plantings, and when I got up to put these the Christmas parts down, I actually had to take up some permanent planting areas, places that I actually did right on the layout. So to rather than put the permanent ones back, I thought, why not put some movable ones back onto the layout this spring, so that when it comes time next Christmas to redo the Christmas layout, I can just pull those off, put my Christmas ones back on again, and I don't have to ruin anything, or I don't have to do a lot of work. It's just a matter of picking one up and putting the other one down. So in the meantime, I thought, why not show you how I make these nice little cute little plantings, whether you want to call them a flower garden or a plot or whatever. That's fine. I used masonite. I took a piece of scrap masonite, actually 3/8 inch masonite, and I cut it into different planting areas. Some of them are, rounded. Some are totally round. I have actual round pieces that I cut, and kidney-shaped things. You can do basically anything you want when it comes to a planting like this. Because what we're going to do is I'm going to take different types of other media, whether it be wood or stones or whatever, and I'll show you how I line the outside of those, and then actually put some plantings inside, and then put mulch or put stones, put some, maybe a tree or two on a couple of them. But I have this different media that I'm going to use. I have these little bricks that are actually made for the dollhouse miniature business, and I'm going to take those. Well, I'll break those in half, and I'll show you how we do that, and then glue them on. I'm going to take some dowel rod here, and in different diameters. I have 3/8 inch and I have 1/4 inch. I'm going to cut those into random lengths. I'm going to do it also with some different other ideas of stones. I use aquarium stones. I have dark aquarium stones. I have light aquarium stones. And I actually have some other things here. I have some river rock. I have all kinds of different items that will be able to line the outside and then fill in on the inside here. Okay. Now, what I did was I took a piece of plexiglass. I just happen to have a clear piece of plexiglass. The nice thing about plexiglass is it's flat, and it stays flat. You could use a piece of glass or a piece of plywood or whatever, and I taped wax paper to it. Because when I do this, what I'm going to do is glue everything around the outside first, and I don't want everything to stick to a piece of wood or a piece of plexiglass or whatever. And I'm going to take the Woodland Scenic Glue, which is a really great glue for this kind of work. You can also use Elmer's glue. You can use, do it this way. You can use like wood glue, or there's waterproof wood glue, but anything that you want to use is fine. I just happen to like this kind of glue. It seems to work well for me. Now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use the little bricks, and I'm going to take these bricks, I'm going to throw a little bit of glue on the edge, and just stand it up against that edge, stand it up there. Alright, and I'm going to do that the whole way around. Randomly. As you can see, I love to put stuff randomly. A lot of landscaping is done this way. This glue also dries clear. which is great. Okay, so what I'm going to do is glue these all the way around. Little touch of, and I'll be back.